So, ladies and gentlemen, I got this. I was watching this video. Let me put this on pause. Give it to me, babe. Rick James. Great question, Khloe and Kim Kardashian. How did you get into the legal studies or Juris studies? That's a great question. Those people are paparazzis, right? This would be my friend Marcus or any of my friends, for example. That would be. Oh, wow. It's really nice, right, Marcus? Yeah, those people are the paparazzi. They're psychos. What? Oh, really? Oh, really, Mason? Oh, you know what? Mason, I gotta tell you a story. Because Mason and we got a lot of stories to tell you. This paparazzi movement. So Kim, you had this photo. You were make sure you get my correct section in Harvard University, and you were like this. Kim, I worked for Nike and most of those companies. My boss was Melissa. So she was underneath the chief informational officer, and most of these companies, they would have these photo shoots and events, and I would get dragged to even places like the Arabia Peninsula, and they would have these guys, and they go, they have these Kodak cameras and Canon cameras, and they would go like this, and then go like this, and then go like this, and then go like this. So, I'm not making fun of you, but Kim, it's a joke. Life is a joke. What are you taking life seriously? What you don't have a sense of humor? You know what's funny, Kim? I'm going to tell you something about Harvard University with the Harvard Boxing Club and all of these places. Which is not a club, it was a sport. But the club system, type of system, just like the NCAA hockey, those people know who I am in Harvard University. Or is it Yale University or any of those universities where I had these? So Kim, you want to explain to me? Kim, I got a question. Let me ask you a question. I was looking, in my parents gave me this room. I was looking for a shirt. Couldn't find that. Was looking for a necklace. Constantine. Constantine. Kim, Constantine. The Constantine necklace I had. Nowhere to be found. So, how did I get into Harvard University is funny, because I was at other universities, Kim. You gotta work hard. It's so funny, Kim, that you're such a comedian. That just like these deck of cards, you gotta tell the truth, nothing but the truth. So help you Yahweh. You gotta tell the truth. Can't lie to people. What do you want me to do? Sit here and lie to you? So, Kim, I would just like to explain something to you. So, in my parents' house, I have two double blankets. Now, your sister Kylie and Kendall will find this funny, and so will Haley Baldwin and all those people in the FDNY and the New York City Police Department and Nassau and Suffolk County. They'll all find this funny because your relatives need to start explaining to Marie and Angela and Elizabeth, my grandmother's relatives on my father's and mother's side, just like the Sanchez and Montpelier family or the Fry family, how all of a sudden, how I can edit. I didn't learn editing at New York University. I was at SUNY Buffalo. So how did I get there? I had to do the work. The hard work. Now, I'm going to just say this, and I'm trying to honor my relative with this holy stick, this black holy stick here. I'm trying to see that you understand something with this stick. It's just a representation of cleaning up. You got to clean up after yourself. So, my question to ask you, Kim, is how are you doing, Kim? How's your day been? You referred to me, Kim, as Fred. The corresponding messages are all the state, everybody, my parents know, my dad knows, my aunt, my aunt, and uncle, they all know who you are. They're aware of you. You got my engagement ring that's worth a lot of money. I think your sister Kylie Jenner will want to know where half her stuff is, because some of her cousin's relatives, they're going to need me to answer questions. Just like your sister Kendall. The model, for example. Can you, Kim Kardashian, explain to Kendall Jenner why a lot of that, the modeling business needs my assistant like SAG does? And why you, Kim, tried to make a deal with John? And you didn't make a deal. You tried to make a deal with one of Death's relatives. See, Tobias and Mordecai, that are prophets, those are names in my relative's family. You know Marcus, Chloe. You know Marcus Alexander Gardone. Chloe, you know, Kim, you know Johann Abraham Gita. You know them since childhood. You know them. Thomas Kardashian knew them. Your father, Robert Kardashian, knew who those people are. That's their names. So can you explain to me how am I? I'm doing great. I'm doing cleanup. So, I hope that you understand that I can be an assistant. You know, Haley and some of those people like Kylie and Kendall Jenner, they need assistance with babysitting. You know, hey, Uncle John, I need a lift. I need a drive. You know, I'm available, when needed. You know, your sister, Courtney, she's a comedian. It's going, my friend's telling me, my friend Rob out in California's telling me, Courtney, you're having problems with Travis? He's the greatest guy on the planet. What's the situation? He's a great guy. Don't, Chloe, don't laugh. Don't laugh. But Courtney's friend, Melissa, she's in the background of all of this stuff in life. She's laughing at this. She's finding it a comedy. You know, when that show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, what the heck are you arguing about? You're squabbling for ratings? No offense, Chloe. No offense, Chloe. Your sister Courtney needs to, chill the heck out. Melissa called me up on the cell phone. Not just the landline, the cell phone. I would show it to you, but I don't want to be accused of something I didn't do. Or did do, but in the correct fashion. Right? Right, Courtney? Don't accuse me of something I didn't do. Right? Didn't one of your relatives say that at one point? Oh. So, Chloe and Courtney, you're comedians to me. You're funny. So good luck. I didn't go to MIT or university for nothing. I don't sit here making these videos. I don't leak virtual hearings or leak out information to foreign intelligence importance to anybody. And I'm going to say this to you guys in the government. I'm not a traitor or committing treason, which you need to start explaining to taxpayer citizens or the military where the heck their money is. This quote-unquote emergency funds that came from the pandemic. You're all lying. They're going to catch you. These people that think they're going to get away with committing genocide and murder and all, you're going to get caught. So take care, guys. Have a pleasant and wonderful day.